See where the tracks were?
Okay, this is Sharon Lee, the Bigfoot field reporter, and I'm out here in Cambridge, Ohio. And I won't give you guys. Hey, little Bun Bun.
Yeah.
Aw, cute.
There's another one. That's the male. That's where the others are running.
Oh, I love rabbits. They're my favorite.
You want to go the easy way or the hard way?
Whatever's the most interesting way.
Oh boy. Many different ways to get there.
So now, what other Bigfoot activity have you had besides finding this print?
How long
ago did it start?
I was going to say, that was probably, Dakota would have been about 5.
Mm-hmm. So about 9 years ago.
About 9-10 years ago. If you look down the road where that trailer is, that trailer wasn't there 10 years ago.
That light blue one, or yeah right here.
The one
Okay.
by the van. And they were installing utilities to bring that trailer in, and there was a crew that was supposed to be setting the utility pole behind that.
Okay.
And the trailer wasn't there. All it was a bare spot on the ground. There was a utility pole on sawhorses. And I'd walked out on the porch, and I walked to the edge of the porch, and I thought, those guys are supposed to be down there working, and they're not. There's nobody there. And I'm looking down that way, and you see this image. It was very large, about the color of that canvas right there. It didn't look anything like the descriptions on television. It looked like a pair of men's Carhartts.
Oh, okay.
And this thing came out of the woods and onto the driveway, and I said, you know, that takes a lot of nerve when you're supposed to be out here working, and you're down there fooling around in somebody else's woods, you know, right away. You're just furious. And then I realized there's no trucks, no trailers, there's no workers down there at all. And this thing crosses the road in about 1 or 2 steps, and it is gone. And that's when I realized, I said, that ain't somebody down there working. So I jumped off the porch, and I ran as fast as I could to that spot, and I stopped, and you couldn't hear a thing. Whatever it was clear at the bottom of the hill. Maybe it was on the neighbor's property by then. But it wasn't even close to these ones, you know, on TV. Oh, it was brown, it was black, it looked like a bear. No, it was that duck color right there, and
like
I mean, it was moving.
Yellowish.
It was like, it was step, and it was gone.
What time of year was this?
When did that go in? Was that in the spring? It was, because they had a hard time pulling that in. That would have been April or May.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
April or May, that's good.
You know what it feels like, though, when you step off a curb and almost get hit by a car, how your heart jumps up into your throat?
Yeah.
That's the exact feeling that it gives you. But, yeah, I thought that takes a lot of nerve to be out here setting a pole and you're down in a guy's woods wandering around. Well, it wasn't no worker.
Yeah.
And I never named it. You know, the kids were all little, 4 or 5 years old, nieces and nephews. And I'd tell them, I'd say, when you're down there in the woods, I said, watch out for the woods walker. That's what I called it.
The woods walker?
The woods walker.
How big did it appear to you?
It was easily 6.5, 7 feet.
Okay.
I mean, it was moving. Like I say, it was like across that lane in just a couple steps, and it was gone. But when you get over that feeling of what's this clown doing in my woods, when you realize it probably wasn't anybody up there working. Now, whether it
wasn't cleared right through there either.
No, that was woods. That was
okay.
This right here, all the way down the road.
Before they built that up.
Yeah.
All right, and that was your first time? Your first experience?
Yeah, that was the first. That's the first I'd even thought of it since I was in junior high. We had a history teacher, and he worked out here at Salt Fork. See, Salt Fork's only about 50 years old.
Yeah.
Well, he was out there within like the first 12, 24 months that it had actually been open, and he talked about it all the time in class. Well, you know, we were teenagers, you know, went in one ear and out the other. I never thought about it much till that day, you know, and it was like, holy cow. And I'd seen bears out here before, and it wasn't any kind of a bear. There was a black bear that's crossed this field before this was fenced, would cross this field every once in a while, and it was always on the move. It wouldn't even look at you. It just pulled across there and it was gone. This wasn't like that. I mean, it was definitely step, and it was across the road. And I was like, holy cats, that isn't anybody there setting a post.
Right.
I said, that thing, it's not from here. Yeah. It was moving.
That's about the same place we saw it in the fall, but this fall too.
Yeah.
When we was sitting, we had a little campfire set up here, about where the green trailer is here. And Dakota looked up. It was later in the evening, and
Well, before that, I was riding my mini bike, and I went down the driveway, and I turned where that green trailer is, and came down this here trail. That there trail behind you goes up to there. We'll take you on that.
Yeah, we could
to
show
go
you that
down.
spot.
And there's another trail that goes down in the woods. Well, I went past the other trail, and as I get up to it, I look down, and I see this thing. It was brown, and it was about as tall as that cargo trailer there. And it's just standing there, and I slow down. And it's just stood there for a minute, and then it took one step off into the bushes and went past a tree, and I didn't see it after that. It was gone.
He came up that hill so daggone fast.
But
I
that
didn't
was
know
a
who it
different
was.
colored one, huh?
Yeah, it wasn't light, it was dark.
He come tearing up that hill, and I looked at Judy and I said, he had better have a helmet on. He was going that fast. It was just like, he'd rather have a helmet on. That better be somebody else's kid.
and then it was later that night that you saw it cross over, wasn't it? That
You
night
saw it.
we saw it. We were sitting here right about where between the car and that little green trailer, and had a campfire because they like to have fires at night. And it crossed over just at the edge of where the horse fence is on the other side.
Oh, wow.
And again, it was moving, but it was so dark you couldn't see what color.
And that was also spring.
This would have been in the fall.
Oh, fall.
This
Okay,
fall.
fall.
This past fall.
Oh, just recently.
Yeah, his
Yeah, it was
and
just
mine
last
was.
year.
Oh, wow. So now, have you ever told your story to anybody else, or no?
Not really.
You didn't
No,
feel
I
like it, or
haven't.
what?
Most people just aren't receptive to things like that, especially in this particular area. They're pretty stuck up. I'll just be honest with you.
Well, most of the locals I talk to deny it. They say, "Oh, there's no Bigfoots around
Yeah.
here. You people are crazy." But it's like, I have like a lot of people who have a lot of experiences, like especially at Salt Fork. But myself, I got vocalizations in July of 2008 up there. So, I mean, to me, I believe that there's something here, but for some reason, all these local people want to deny it. Some even told me that, like, the grass man was a Vietnam vet who came back and couldn't conform back into society, and he's running around.
We had one of those at the end of the road that ran away and never came back.
Yeah.
He walked to the end of this road and hadn't been seen since.
Yeah.
That was
When
Rick's
was that?
brother-in-law.
Yeah, he was blood. Well, that was before Dakota was born.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I think he was sighted one time in Zanesville, but he wasn't mistaken for a Sasquatch.
Oh, okay.
His house is still there.
Jeez.
Oh, man.
All right. So you've got a couple
Want
of
a walking
stories.
stick?
Do you have an extra one?
Yeah, mine.
I didn't put I have my hiking boots, but I was like, oh, I'll just wear these. But these might be too slick on the bottom.
The only thing I've noticed about my property, now I've been here since 1984, so I know everything here like the back of my hand.
Slick there.
Yeah, you might want to hold her hand because she could really get some momentum on this little drop.
Well, I got these snow pants. I could slide down the hill on my ass.
All right. I've been here since 84, and the only thing I've noticed that follows along the lines of what you watch on television is just within the last few years, the lack of wildlife.
Okay.
On 70 acres of all hardwood timber, about anything left is white-tailed deer.
Huh. That's very interesting.
Not like I've ever hunted that much.
Well, I do see a lot of groundhogs around here. And groundhogs, and I've seen red foxes up at the lodge there.
We've got a lot of coyote
Yeah.
and some fox, but like the wild cottontail rabbits, those are all gone. The grouse is gone. There's no game birds to speak of.
Huh. That's interesting because you would think rabbits, there would be a multitude of, plenty of those. So now, how did you find this print out here? What were you doing?
Oh, I was walking like I usually do. I usually walk an hour and a half every day.
What, just for exercise?
Yeah,
Okay.
exercise and anti-trespass.
There you go. So you were headed out this way, and you
And you turn
We didn't have any snow or anything this whole winter, it seems. It was pretty...
Yeah, this is the...
I was on my mini bike and I came down this trail, and right here's where I was stopped right here, and it was where that first pine tree is, and it went off into those bushes, and then it was gone.
Wow.
And there was a lot more leaves and stuff back
Yeah.
fall.
And our woods, like in the summertime, when this is all in full bloom, it gets dark down here real
Yeah,
quick.
I can imagine.
Yeah, it can be daylight at the house. You come down here and it's like, holy cat. We're going right down this road here.
Oh, okay. Now, is this all your property?
Yeah, there's 70 acres here.